I'm Finn Minuti. Today is Monday, October 23rd, 2017, and we have TEDx, bike thefts, and sports coming up on today's episode. But first, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Alex Gold, and today's daily pick was sent in by Selena Zhu. She sent in a pic of the definition of Palo Alto. I agree, Selena. Palo Alto is pretty great. Thanks for that, Selena. If you want your pick featured on the air, be sure to tweet it to us at InFocus. Here's today's campus bulletin. Stellar Science Enrichment is looking for high school mentors to help at weekly sessions beginning in late November. During each session, high school mentors will work with a small group of at-risk elementary students to do hands-on science activities and experiments. No skills are required, just an interest in science and a willingness to work with younger students. For more information or to sign up, contact Stellar Science Enrichment at gmail.com. Key Club, a community service organization and club here at Pali, is planning a fundraiser at Kirk's in Town and Country. The fundraiser begins this Friday, October 27th at 4 p.m. and ends at 9 p.m. Sources of Strength is having a raffle focused on positive friends this week on social media. Just follow at Pali Sources on Instagram or Facebook and use the hashtags #PositiveFriends, #PositiveSources, or #Source of Strength on Spirit Week posts to be entered into the raffle for a chance to win gift cards and Sources merch. It's pretty apparent that this week is the famed Spirit Week. Peter is on the football field with what's going on today. Peter?
Thanks, Maddie. Today is the first day of Spirit Week, and I'm here out on the field because today is the first day of lunch rallies. We have banana bump, tennis ball bounce, pantyhose bowling, and best dress. Make sure to come out at lunch to show some school spirit. Thanks, Maddie.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Isabel. I hope to see you all at today's lunch rally. On a different note, TEDx Palo Alto High School Club is hosting its annual TEDx event in March with the theme of Expanding Perspectives. They're looking for student speakers to present a risky idea, a unique story, or an uncommon approach to something common. Students that are interested can fill out the Google form at tinyurl.com/TEDxPali and email any questions or comments to the address on the screen, TEDxPHSspeakers@gmail.com. Recently, there have been many bike thefts late at night here on campus. Students should try their best to not leave their bikes at school overnight. Also, students might want to consider investing in U-locks to make sure that their bikes are protected. Last week, when the What Do You Think segment aired, it stirred up some controversy around campus. Nora is in the studio to clear things up.
Thanks, Finn. Last week, one of the guests on the What Do You Think segment presented unverified facts in the program and also did not represent the viewpoints of many of our viewers. This caused us to receive a lot of feedback from students and staff alike concerning some statistics brought up by one of the panelists. After research, I did find that statistics according to the Washington Post. As of today, 782 people have been killed by law enforcement. Our guest stated that there were 761. The discrepancy is most likely due to shootings that occurred during the time the guest did the research and now. Of those, our guest stated that 9 were unarmed black males. Currently, the Washington Post states that 12 shooting victims were unarmed African Americans, with 1 being female. Therefore, the current stat is that of 782 fatal police shootings, 11 were unarmed black males. However, the disproportion of people killed by police that are minorities should not be ignored either. As of August, police had fatally shot a total of 581 people, 241 were white, and 127 were black. Census data also showed that while only about 12% of the U.S. population, African Americans, fatally shot by police make up 21% of fatal police shootings. Whites made up 41% of fatal police shootings and are about 67% of the population. Please remember that any comments shared by the participants represent their views and not those of the InFocus team members or of Palo Alto High School. The segment was created to provide a platform to the diverse voices that represent our Pali community. For fact-checking, PAUSD offers a great statistics checking tool called Statista. On id.pos.org, students and staff can find the Statista app, which contains all kinds of statistical data that can be researched. We feel strongly that this new segment can offer a forum for discussion and a platform for change and could be a valuable part of the Pali community. Of course, it is still a class and we are learning. I'm thankful for the learning opportunities that producing this segment has offered, and we hope students and staff feel likewise. And we will do our best to provide accurate statistics and information without sacrificing the voice of our panelists. Back to you, Finn.
Now let's move on to the world of sports. Sam Miller is in the studio with all the latest.
That's right, Pally. I'm back. This is my friend, Dr. Hines. He's a real quack. Thanks, men. Fall sports are starting to wind down, but there are still plenty of scores to report. Last Friday, JV football took on Milpitas and beat the 24-17 in a fairly close match. Varsity football also took on Milpitas last Friday, but unfortunately lost 0-49. The Jordan and JLS band were in attendance, as well as the Little Vikes cheerleaders, who all did a wonderful job despite the outcome of the game. On Saturday, girls varsity Wopo played presentation. Unfortunately, they just couldn't get the W and lost 6-9. Looks like girls varsity water polo had a tournament Saturday, as they played and Sobrato later that day. Unfortunately, they lost that game as well by a score of 5-9. Girls varsity volleyball played Santa Clara Saturday and beat them 2-0. Seems like girls volleyball had a tournament this weekend as well, as they played Evergreen Valley right after Santa Clara at 11. They had a very similar result and beat them 2-0 in a much closer game. Later that afternoon, girls varsity volleyball took on Homestead and beat them as well with a score of 2-0. A bit later into the evening, girls varsity volleyball played Carmont and won it again, this time breaking the streak of 2-0 with a score of 2-1. Boys varsity water polo had a game Saturday against Soquel, but unfortunately lost 6-10. That's all from me for today. Back to you.
For us today, remember to head out to the football field right now for the first Spirit Week rally of the year. Also, you can get the latest news from InFocus anytime, anywhere by checking us out at www.infocusnews.tv or find us at InFocus News on Instagram and Facebook, and follow us at Pally InFocus on Twitter and Snapchat. Until next time, have a really grand day, Pally.